Welcome back. Your community station continuing what is a painful community conversation today regarding the firing of now former Oakland Police Chief Lerong Armstrong. He released a new statement this afternoon saying, in part, I'm continuing to evaluate my legal options to preserve my rights and my hard-earned reputation. And so we turn to the legal part of this. For that, we're joined by Michelle Huff, a lawyer right here in the Bay Area. First of all, thank you so much for joining us. If that doesn't say it, I don't know what does. Lawyers are going to get involved here. What do you think will happen?
I think you're absolutely right, and thank you for having me, Reed. We really need to find out and have more information than what's been released publicly at this time. I think that your previous question with respect to have we heard all of the information that can inform our decision, I just don't think that we have just yet. But I think that we're going to see a long process and likely litigation over the matter.
Nothing like litigation to bring the discovery, to bring that information. What information do you want? I know that I want to know. If I had the opportunity to ask the mayor this question, I'd want to know, so what happened in those closed door conversations between you and the now fired police chief that caused you to lose confidence? What kind of discovery do you want to see?
Absolutely. I think the important a key piece of information is what interests have had to be balanced. What interest is she balancing? What type of call to action is happening in the community? What is the response or result that she's seeking? And how was the former chief falling short of that? That's the type of information that I would want to see given his decades of service, public service.
So the mayor has really a case to make regarding police reform. And, they've talked about in her office and the larger conversation over years about police reform in Oakland. Is it an uphill battle using this case as what she will need to make her larger case about police reform in Oakland?
Well, I think she certainly has opened up a large discussion by entering it this way. But Oakland, we've had some time. It's been decades since Mayor Jean Quan was in office. There's been an outcry for police reform, and I don't have to recite the numerous deaths and violence calls of violence that we've had to deal with in Oakland. So it's really she's in a catch-22. She has to take action. She has to do something to increase the public perception and the actuality of the protection that the public's receiving in Oakland while balancing long-held and pillars of the community. Those are competing interests, and she certainly does have an uphill battle there.
Let's talk about the community and this new statement that has been released by the now former police chief through his spokesperson, Sam Singer. He says that he wants to thank the former mayor, Oakland Police Commission, Oakland NAACP, the spiritual community, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce, API community, neighborhood and community leaders. Now, if you take that at face value, it's just a nice sentiment. It's a thank you. Do you take that as a deeper strategy saying, hey, I worked with all of you community organizations, now get behind me?
I think you're spot on there, Reed. There certainly seems to be a bit of political posturing in this. And I do just want to counter that with I've been in law 26 years. I'm a former police officer, former patrol supervisor. I don't take lightly the chief being terminated. And I do believe that he's done his best and made his best efforts to serve the citizens of Oakland. At the same time, though, if the demographics and the results, the calls, and the fallout of violence and continue high murder rate, et cetera, if we're just not seeing the results that are needed for the community, then that's something that has to be dealt with. And unfortunately, matriculation is usually how that gets done.
We thank you, Attorney Huff, for talking to us. When it really comes down to it, we have to remember in all of this talk and all of this posturing, positioning, the people of Oakland live there, send their kids to school there, transact there, and they need a community that comes together, as our voice from the NAACP said to us on live TV just a minute ago. May it be so. Come together. Hey, don't forget, we want to hear what you think about this decision. Vote in the poll that we posted to our CBS News Bay Area Twitter account and cast your vote. Right now, a majority, 54% of you, have sounded off, voting that you do not agree with Mayor Sheng Tao's decision to fire the police chief.